Alright, hello. Um, this, I'm sure everybody's wondering where my Let's Plays have been and what I've been doing. Um, but this is going to be a small sneak peek. I wasn't going to show anybody what was being built here yet. But I figured I'd go ahead and do it and get it out there because I'm almost finished with it and it'll be done soon. And I wanted to just give everybody a little sneak peek of what's going on and where I've been and what I've been doing. Um, as you can see, I'm on a server. It's called Build Freaks. It's mcbuildfreaks.com. These are a plot server, as you can see that I am in creative. What I have built here is going to be a gigantic Hunger Games map. I've been talking to the owner on here. I told him what was going on, what we're doing. This server, luckily, has PvP, and you can go into game mode 0, so you can actually use it. So once I'm done with it, they're gonna set everything up. Now this map does have world edit, and I'm sure that's exactly what you're thinking as you're looking at it. It's a lot of world editing, but I'm going to assure you and tell you exactly how this plot was built right here with my signs. Of course, under construction, and no world edit was used on the creation of this plot. Now you're probably looking at me going, "Hitch, you're a moron. Why would you build something this big block by block?" And I'm gonna tell you, it was a challenge set to me by my daughter. She said, "Dad, there's no way possible anybody in the right mind can build a Hunger Games plot by hand this big." And I accepted her challenge and I said, "Okay, I'll do it." So here's where we're at. As of now, 5 out of 6 rooms are completed. Continue to check back in progress. Thanks, Hitch. Kept my mailbox. I threw some hoppers in it. I'm sure you've seen that just a second ago. That's just to people that come to visit, leave stuff. Leave me a note, compliment, whatever you think. But yeah, so far this is the outside. It's 150 by 150 plot. It is pretty massive. I've been working on it probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours a day for the last couple of weeks. So this has taken a couple of weeks worth of work, just a couple hours a day. But let's get inside and take a look. This is our entrance and main hallway here, and our big, massive doors. I'm gonna fly up so you can get a good look at what we got going on here. Just some hallway lights, little map for the beginning. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start over here in my room. This is, well, I say my room, but this is just kind of the first bedroom you get to. I got a little side table there, a little lamp on it, drawer you can get inside of. Like I said, I'm trying to leave everything where you can actually access it and get into it. Eventually I'll add all the parkour and stuff. Main concerns right now are just kind of getting the area built. Get it done, get it set up, then go through and set up the small parkour places, high chests, etc., etc. I try to make everything look as 3D as possible. I know it's kind of hard to make everything 3D considering we're working with blocks here. But I changed the bookshelf around a little bit. This is a little sneak peek. If you ever do play this map, you'll see it. You can enter the bookshelf. That's just the bottom one. The double book up here is the same way at the top. But like I said, I'll have to... a lot of lights aren't in here. I'll have to come through here and hide all the chests and get the parkour to get to it. And I'm going to hide the parkour. I'm going to do ladder parkour to get here so it's kind of hidden. So you have to be one of those people that get lucky and bounce across and actually find it. That's good enough for now. I'll line it like I did the other one later. But I did my paintings. I painted some of the other walls. I didn't want to paint all the walls because I didn't want to. Because if I had to paint all the wall, if I did the majority of the walls painted, I have to do them all painted. But so right now they're all pretty much, except for the front of the house here is 1 thick. The rest of the walls, some of them are 2, some of them are 3 thick. So it just depends on where you're at. Decorated a little bit. I'm not done decorating. I'm probably gonna hang another. I think I'm gonna do an item frame with maybe a 3D head stuck in it or something. I don't know yet. That wall is undecided. But let's get over here into the kids' bedroom. So we're gonna kind of start at the bottom here and just kind of go in and check it out. Now this one's too thick. Of course, I had to paint it, and I didn't have a real good way of hiding it. And I tried putting a border all the way around. That looked terrible, but I'll give you the idea of what all I've built here. What all I've done to get into it and look at it. Let's get my hands all the way. There we go. That's way better. Just kind of give you an idea of what I've been up to, what I've been doing with the project I've been working on. I've talked to the owner on here. I said I've got permission to record all I want. At some point, I'm going to try to get enough people together when it's finished. Maybe do a live stream and get some people together and hang out and join the server and check it out. Because the server is pretty cool. They got lots of perks. You can get a voter perk, which gives you disguises and stuff like that. So it's pretty neat. They do have Bible ranks, of course, donations, stuff like that. And you get newer, better things. This kid's bed. Got a little S on there. But yeah, this is another bedroom. I was going to put curtains over that because there's the kid's bedroom, but I don't want to set it out too much. So there's the kid's bedroom, another bedroom. Back into the main hallway here. This hallway was going to go all the way down until I had a design change at the last second. The reason I designed the change the last second for this big room is this is going to be the starter area. So you're going to drop through the ceiling here and land in here, and you'll have your initial start like you would anywhere else. And then you can scatter. This one is the unfinished room, as you can see. This will be the kitchen. It's going to be a big kitchen. It's going to take a long time because I'm going to make it look like a modern kitchen. It's going to have cabinets, stove, fridge, etc., etc. So that one's kitchen's going to take a long time. So I saved it for last. I kind of have a feeling it's going to have a lot of detail and be one of the last ones, but I guess we'll see. Continuing on into the bathroom. Just a standard door like I did on the other one. I did a brown bathroom, like brown floor. I thought it mixed well. And we got our sink here, towel rack, small window, of course, away from the toilet. A little trash bin, my toilet paper roll. I liked it. I made a little extra to make it look like it's got some tissue. So I'm trying to give it as much detail as possible, kind of like the handles and the pipes coming from the faucet sinks into the wall. I did the same thing with the toilet. Water coming in. I know they only have one, but I put two on it just for looks. I did fill it with water. I'm going to put a hidden area down there. I've got it started, but I haven't finished it yet. I'm not going to make it go too far because of right now I didn't put this down far enough and you can't jump back out. So, once again, that'll be another thing of making a small way of getting up to it, a little bit hidden. Same thing with this trash bin here. You got a small path that cuts through the back here. I am going to go and line all the floor borders all the way around with glowstone like it is through here, so it's more lit up. Because I'm going to leave the glass top, but I'm going to put a small border around the edges on the very top. We'll get to that here in a few minutes. I just want to give you a quick tour of the house. Still got a lot of decorating to do down the hallway. A lot of walls still to fill in. Like I said, the kitchen's nowhere near done. We'll continue in here in the living room. I was going to put a jukebox in here, actual Minecraft jukebox, but I changed my mind because I have a little bit of room over here, but I don't want to clutter it. I was thinking maybe a foosball table, but I haven't decided completely on that yet. So I went ahead and just did a regular old school cassette tape radio. Try to make it look as realistic as possible. Kind of like my couch here. Couch, still kind of iffy about the blockiness of the couch at the top, but the cushion and the arms and stuff like that. So I try to do as much detail with the borders and stuff like that as I could, just to make it as realistic as I can with some blocks. You can go underneath it. Of course, you already know what will happen down here. It is hollow inside here. Let's get back on this. So it is accessible. It's just not lit up at all. So I'm sure I'll put a little area in there with some stuff, some small size, normal Minecraft size stuff to put in there. And a little rug in the front. Now I was going to do a coffee table here, but I changed my mind. Backed out on it the last second when I had it half built, because It was kind of the same frame as this was sitting on, but it was right next to the rug, and I didn't like the way it looked. I couldn't get it the way I wanted, so I changed it, and I just took it out and just put the couch there. Did do the TV stand, a little life-size remote there, a little something, whatever you want to call it, I'm not sure. And then our big flat screen TV. One thing I did do with this TV, as you can already tell, is I made it thick enough to be a flat screen. I made it thick enough to make it 3D. I didn't do a whole lot of 3D on this one, not yet. I just kind of put it together because a lot of the guys on the server are wanting to look at it. And the owner come out and looked at it, and he likes it. So I haven't done a lot of 3D with it yet. I was just trying to get it together. There are little RCA jacks in the back. Big old gigantic remote. Like I said, I'm probably going to put maybe a foosball table over here, maybe sideways. Got to leave enough room, so somebody can get in between it and play it. But I didn't know if I want to do it lengthways, because this room's kind of big and it doesn't have a whole lot in it. I was thinking maybe a beanbag chair underneath the window or something. Maybe it's a table, but see, I got a couple tables already, because the reason I don't want to put another table is because at the end of the hallway here, I'm going to put a table with another window, so you can, with maybe a flower and, decoration. Maybe I was thinking about doing maybe a telephone or something like that. One of the old school type telephones. But continuing on into the dining area, this is our big Gimungo table with our fancy armrest chairs, as you can see. I just kind of designed these on the fly, just kind of threw them together. I'm still kind of iffy about them because they're kind of small for this size of a table, but if you were an actual person, you'd be in there. It's just a very big table. My little lantern's lighting it up a little bit. A 3D painting here. This one I started working on the 3D-ness. As you can see, you can actually stand on it, look at it. It's pretty neat. I was thinking about making a way up to it, hiding a chest like right here or something. Of course, no, I couldn't do that. I have to hide it just in the corner because the block on top, you never open it. Maybe I could do that for a troll one. That'd be pretty funny. There is going to be a glass top all the way across, just like any of the rest of them, so spectators, once people start dying, they can walk around and watch them. Normally when you're on the ground, you're not looking up at where everybody is anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But this is my big gigantic dining area. Now the kitchen, like I said, is going to be a lot of work because I made it so big, and I made it big for a reason. It's because I have planned on putting so much into it. Countertops, top-wise counters. I am going to paint it just as the rest of them, so it'll be a 2-thick wall all the way around. Then I've decided where I'm putting windows and stuff. The only problem with the windows is I can't make the windows as realistic as I want because I'm on the very far border of my plot here. So I can't make it stick on the outside any. I am going to do a short roof. It's just going to be too thick because obviously there's one that you're going to be standing on, so it'll be too thick. I'm just going to do a double border of this for now. Just going up one. That's why I'm going to light up all the corners around it, because it'll have one block over it and it'll cast a small bit of a shadow. And the majority of the lights that are actually in here are up on the ceiling. So if I did top the whole thing, it'd make it too dark. So, because I was originally going to build a gigantic roof to go over the top of it as well, but I changed my mind at the last second on that, just because I didn't want it to darken the whole thing up. And with more light, you can actually see, because even with these lights, it's casting a shadow down there. So I didn't want to hang too many lights up over the top so you couldn't see. But so far, it's coming together pretty good. I've got quite a bit of work into it. It'd been nice to use World Edit on it because I could have built it in half the time. It'd probably already almost be finished. But it was a challenge, and I'm not going to turn down a challenge that's been accepted and then cheat halfway through it. Like I said, the table's gigantic and the chairs are kind of small, so what I might do with the chairs is just thicken them up one, just run an extra layer up, just kind of make them look a little bit bigger than they are. But, as of right now, I'm just going to call it finished for now. I'm not going to put a rug or anything in here. I am going to have to brighten up the bottom, as you can see. It darkened it out some, but I was thinking about coming through here and I didn't want to put glowstone because this is only one thick and you'll see all the glowstone. But regardless, I'm going to have to light it up because I got these corners lit up. And I lit up the underneath side of the chairs so we could see in there as well. So yeah, it's just a work in progress. But this one I'm working on the floor currently, filling it in. Then I'm going to do the walls, fill them in. These big gaps here are going to be our doorways to get through. I was going to put doors up like that, but I changed my mind against that as well. So I'm just going to make it a walk-in kitchen. I'll have a walk-in there and a walk-in there. Rest will be completely filled in. Because we'll have actual stove, a sink, a microwave, toaster oven, a refrigerator, everything you would normally see in your modern kitchen is going to be inside this kitchen. So the kitchen is actually going to take by far the most work, and it's going to take a lot of time to get finished. So right now I've got quite a bit of time on here. So far the kids' bedroom is actually taking the longest, just to do the walls. I'll give you another look at that one. Just doing the walls because it was too thick. I had to completely fill in all the outside of this wall and then do the inside. As you can imagine, it took quite some time, and then the design of how I wanted things and how I wanted them to look. And I wanted to do 3D walls on this too, but the only problem with doing 3D walls is they're 3 thick. To make it 3D, the only way is 3 thick. So that way it kind of sticks out at you a little bit, which would have been a lot of more work. And then it made the room smaller in turn of that. Now here I gotta still do toys and scatter some stuff across the floor because obviously it's a kid's room. And this one, like I said, I'm gonna do an item frame over it. Now, like I said, I didn't paint every one of the rooms for a reason. I say paint as in making it too thick and designing it and making it a color. I didn't do that because I didn't want to have to do the entire place that way, because I'm not going to do the entire place, because then I'd have to do this wall, all these walls, and it'd just be way too much. I may at a later point do that, but right now what it's going to be is I'm probably going to paint this inside in here. So it's going to be intense if I decide to do that, because it's going to be a lot of work. But I don't know if I'm going to get to that point yet or not. As of right now, I'm just trying to get things, the basics finished, because I just finished that yesterday. I just did this today. Got the painting of the table and the chairs done on the windows. So next will be done is I'm starting on the kitchen. And once I get the kitchen complete and I get the roof on it and the entrance in it, we'll probably do another short video of me running through, kind of getting things in place and making parkour and hiding chests and stuff like that. But I'm not going to show you too much of hiding the chest, because if you do decide to get on the server and play, then that will give you too much of an advantage. Basically right now, I mean, once you play it a couple times, you're going to get an idea of the layout anyway, so at least you get a little sneak peek of how it's going to look and where I might put things, where I might not put things. But yeah, if you do decide to come check it out, once I'm finished, get everything hidden, like I said, I'm gonna do a live feed on it and try to get as many people on as I can. Kind of help the guy out on this server since he's kind of a newer server. It does have voting, donations, rules. Definitely come check it out. He's got a forum right there, the website, as you can see on the screen right now. But the IP to get in is mc.buildfreaks with 2 e's.com. So definitely come check it out. Look at it. He's got some pretty nice things. He has bigger plots than this that I discovered after the fact that I already started on it, because it has 200 by 200 plots as well, which are been perfect, because then I could have had a little bit of a yard. But it's okay, because maybe then I could have built a giant tree. I'm trying to get this plot here since nobody owns it, nothing's built on it. I'm talking to the owner, trying to work with him, see what he'll do. If he does, it'll be great, because I can move the fence all the way down. Maybe do a giant road, a big giant car out here, move the mailbox down, put a tree, maybe a small garden, just kind of liven it up a little bit, so that way the PvP is not just completely solely set in here, that you can also come outside and run around and have more things out here. So it'd be a massive map. It wouldn't be your normal small size people. It could house, maybe we could do up to maybe 30 players at a time, maybe more. I guess it'll just depend on how far I get with it. But yeah, this is kind of a quick run through of what I've been doing, where I've been at, where I've been hiding. Get back to my Let's Play pretty soon. But right now, I'm kind of give y'all an idea of what I enjoy building is giant stuff like this. And so far, it's turned out pretty good. I like it. It's nice looking. It's gonna be a huge map. It's gonna be fun to play in. It'll be great. Luckily, with the guy that owns the server, he's okay with what's going on, so we can work with him, and things have been going pretty smooth on getting it done. And people haven't had anybody help yet. Everybody's been offering to help. Everybody wants to help, but I haven't let anybody do it because of the challenge. You know, I accepted the challenge, and I'm going to complete the challenge. So far, she says as she got on here today and looked at it and flew around and was like, "Oh my God." Because when she was here last, she come in and I just started on it. And I just did the framework for the wall, the first wall here in the front, the fence and the mailbox, and that was all she's seen last. And then when she came back, I had all of this done. So once again, definitely check out the server. I'm going to put it on screen again for you one more time. I'm pretty sure you can see that. Definitely come check it out. Get on here. It's nice. Big plots. They have, if you donate or something like that, they give you a 200 by 200 plot, which is in a separate place in this, so you don't lose this plot either, so you can flip back and forth. So definitely come check it out. It's mc.buildfreaks.com, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. See ya.